Give me 3 minutes and I'll show you a method I use to engage customers and make you and Keysight the preferred test equipment supplier. And all you need is a blank piece of paper and a pen. Customers make all kinds of stuff, from mobile and medical devices, electrifying transportation, energy storage, to developing a new Wi-Fi router. It's a device, so we'll call that the device under test, or DUT. Every DUT needs a signal. That could be a small voltage from a sensor, power from its battery, or an RF signal like Bluetooth. And most DUTs output signals, a control signal for the next device down the chain, some digital sequence, or another RF signal. They all need analysis. Your mission is to help them define their needs. That's where the blank piece of paper comes in. You sit down and ask them what their device is, and then make a box in the middle of the page and label it with that name. That's the DUT. Let's use a battery power station as an example. Now, ask what inputs it needs. Draw those as arrows from the left side into their DUT. They may say, we have AC inputs for charging and DC inputs for solar panels. You draw those and say, okay, an AC and DC power supply could handle that. Make those possible solutions blocks at the start of those arrows. Once you've done all the possible inputs, ask what the outputs are and what the device has. Make these arrows flowing to the right of the page. In this example, it might be a 12-volt DC port, a couple USB ports, or multiple AC plug outlets. To load and analyze those signals, you might use an AC load, a DC electronic load, and an oscilloscope to do power quality analysis. Make those solutions blocks attached to the arrows. And voila, you've surrounded their DUT with input and output solutions. You could also add some help below the DUT, like BenchView automation software or data acquisition hardware. This really helps you visualize what the customer needs to do and where you can help. They may already have, for example, a DC power supply, but does it have the right specs? Explore these blocks and every arrow and make sure they have what they need and you get the opportunity to compete for solutions. Want to make it even more effective? Give the customer the piece of paper and the pen and ask them to write it out using those 2 steps. Customers writing are more open-minded than when they're just listening. Just make sure you take a picture of the result at the end. It's a powerful sales tool, and you have a great example of this all the time. It's page 1 of the new on the new distribution sales guide, and the same guide is a link in the online sales guide. Just go to keysight.com, find distribution sales guide, and click Surround the DUT link. Go invite your customers to sit down with you or join an online meeting to draw a blank for some clean sheet thinking out of the DUT box. Good selling.